All right, so I've got a cold, so I feel and sound like crap. But I've had this box on my desk for a little over a week now, and I'm itching to get it installed. So I thought I'd do a quick unboxing and install video of the Ohlins steering damper for the 2019 ZX-6R 636. I looked through a lot of different options. This seemed to be the only one that had consistently good reviews. Some of the other ones, there was mention of them leaking as I read through the forums. So I figured I might as well go with one of the best. Ohlins obviously has a great reputation for all of its suspension products, so I figured that I couldn't go wrong with this one. So the main idea in putting a steering dampener on is that it helps with tank slappers and speed wobble, because it's possible once the handlebars start swaying back and forth too fast that you're not physically strong enough to control it, whereas a steering dampener automatically slows down that rate of the back and forth motion so that you can get it back under control. I haven't experienced speed wobble or tank slappers on this bike yet, but I am planning to do some track days later this year. And it's also just peace of mind. I don't want to worry about coming around a corner too fast, hitting a pothole, and getting into a situation where I can't regain control. And if I had a steering dampener, it gives me a better chance of being able to regain control in a situation like that. So a bit of insurance and peace of mind, and personally I think they also look cool. So this should be a pretty easy install. I'll show you here what comes inside the box. I ordered this from Revzilla, but it actually drop shipped from Ohlins. It's neat, they threw in a Revzilla sticker, so I think they have some type of arrangement where they try to make it look like it's coming directly from Revzilla, but the information showed that it actually came from Ohlins. So this is the top aluminum bracket, I believe. Looks really nice. And another aluminum bracket. Here is the top nut and another mount, very nicely machined aluminum, and then the damper itself. So I actually needed to buy two tools to complete this project, which I found interesting because I have a pretty complete set of tools, but two things that you may not have in your tool set that you'll need. One is this 36 millimeter socket, and that's for putting on the new nut that comes with the Ohlins kit. And this is a 12 millimeter hex bit for removing the stock bolt here on the triple tree. So looking at the instructions here, it looks all pretty straightforward. We're going to take off the main bolt first and then replace it with the bolt that comes with the Ohlins kit. And there's a mount for the damper, and then this other mount that connects to the bolts down here that hold the tank down. So first thing, I'm going to pull off the main bolt, put on the new one. I'll keep everything just finger tight for now, and we'll just assemble it as shown there. All right, and it looks like you also remove this washer and you don't replace it. I'm going to remove these two 5 millimeter bolts that are holding the tank down. There's two different size screws, one for the longer portion of the bracket that has this deeper portion. So they go in like that, using the same 5 millimeter Allen key. In place of the OEM bolt, we have this that we're screwing down with the new bolt. And this is what you need that 36 millimeter socket for. The instructions say to torque down to 100 Newton meters, which Alexa tells me is about 74 foot-pounds. Okay, and then here's the bracket that's going to hold the actual steering damper. You can see here on the bottom there's a plastic washer and then this metal collet, and there's a hole that goes all the way through here for you to thread this bolt into this hole down here. The instructions don't specify a torque rating here, so I'm just going to get it to what I feel is an appropriate level of tightness. And then finally the damper itself. Tighten these up a bit, but not all the way down, just so that it holds while we test how much deflection it has. So it definitely needs to come more this way. All right, I got it properly centered. And then the final thing, it recommends to start off with 10 clicks from all the way in. So all the way in is clockwise. And when I have it like that, the steering feels very heavy, and I'm not sure how fast I'd need to be going for that to make sense. But it doesn't seem a practical amount of resistance when you're riding around town. So 10 clicks out then. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's nice positive clicks. And that feels pretty good. That doesn't feel too dissimilar from not having this at all. So pretty easy installation. I'll get on the bike, ride it around, see how it feels, and see how I make adjustments accordingly. Again, speed wobble and tank slappers aren't something that I've experienced with this bike yet, but something that I figure with a device like this can just help me prevent, and better I have it ahead of time than wishing that I did later. So thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.